Okay, I think we're all good. Welcome, everyone, for a new round of the Star Cup, baby. Welcome to Texas in America for round 2 out of 12 of this second season of Star Cup on half 1, 25. Before going any further into the qualifying and the race session tonight, I'm gonna say I am Gab Chow, your commentator for Star Cup this season. Like last season, I'm still there. We hope to have a good race today. Like I said, we are in Kota, like in real life F1 last week. Hope you'll have a great time with me tonight, and I hope you had a great Tuesday. So we'll put all the information that are interesting on the screen. We'll be ready to see the first drivers going on track for their first flying laps. Like always, same format, 50% race and short quali, 80 minutes qualifying session, only one session, no Q1, Q2, Q3. Like always, so there you go. 28 laps is going to be the race around the Kota, all 50%. Yeah, the last time we were at Belgium in Spa for the first round of the season where Kendricks in the Mercedes won the race and he's leading obviously the championship with that win with Lava second if I remember well. And in the constructors we have Mercedes obviously leading the championship with 35 points over Haas. Over Haas in the standings. Yeah, 35 and Haas has 18. So Mercedes already a good lead in the constructors after only round one. But we'll see now if they can score even more points in round two, and if Kendricks can confirm his form as he seems to have keep from last season, the reigning champion, starting with the win. We'll see what he can do today, and we'll see if anybody else can challenge him. The worst is he had an incident in the beginning of the race last time and managed to come back to the top even with that. So GG to the Mercedes and the Canadian driver. We'll see in this race if someone can take the win home other than Kendricks, or if he's gonna do a second in a row here in USA. I think we're going to the US 2 times in this calendar. Other times gonna be Vegas, if I remember well. Not sure. I'll see. We'll watch. Why not? The calendar. Yeah, I'll go back to the USA round 7, Las Vegas. So that's the 2 USA round of this season here in Star Cup. But now the first one to start a lap is TRP. And a driver that I know from LSR. Group 3 and Dolby also behind him, just starting his lap. So 2 drivers already on their fighting lap, the Aston Martin and the Alpine. We'll see what they are going to do. Also a new face on the grid is James Ablett in the Sauber. You can see here on the out lap. I think he's a friend of another one that is in the Racing Bull. Oh no, we'll see what he can do. Reserve driver for Star Cup here. We'll follow TRP. The first one is going to be setting a lap on the board if everything goes well for him. Using all his ERS in the straight line. Obviously, DRS zone, big straight line is going to be the main opportunity for overtakes here in Kota. I think that's pretty obvious. Now, as this corner here can have a lot of switchback. This will be interesting. We'll see if people try to send it here, but we'll see if they're going to take risk. Carlos Sainz here, that was a bad incident in the race in real life. We'll see if some try this also. But now he's coming in with his lap. Fast corner left. Last corner now for the Aston Martin. The Apex finishing the lap is going to be a 1:35.396, and Dobby just behind. What it's going to be is going to be a 1:34.0, so almost even more than 1 second. The lap is better for Dobby by 1 second. James Abbott invalidated his lap. Enzo, the teammate of TRP on the lap, I think. Also Sauber in front of the current out lap. We'll follow Enzo. Enzo, like we said, a bit of a sleeper. Jordan said it last stream. Clearly someone that can deliver some good performances. We saw it last season with McLaren. Now I think we're gonna see it even more with Aston Martin this season. OP, very good. And you see there, 34.4. That was saying Teddy, 34.5. On the best to start. I think he can do really better than that. Billy, 33.877 in the Racing Bulls. And Trophy, 34.4 in that McLaren there. There you go. Time are starting to get on the board. And it's very nice to see. And Guiyang on the lap. I think Jordan will be at the end of the lap. I think the Alpine is closer to finish his lap, so we'll follow the French car here. A bit wide here, I think. Last corner for him. His teammates in third position. Can he match? No, he's not going to match. He's going to be 7th. 36.5. The last position for the moment for him. On the best. We'll go back to, I think, Jonah. Yeah, there you go. You have a bit of traffic in front. What's his teammate? Maybe, no, not traffic. Maybe Kendrick's getting a slipstream to Jonah here. On the big straight line. We'll see if Jonah can deliver now in the last quarters of this track. After a good L by his Canadian teammate. The ERS on his corner, almost flat out here. He's going flat out. Now left fast corner, no more deploy, no more ERS. It's going to be used, and he validated. Jonah validated here. The lap Adjame. We don't saw him last race. We had a reserve in Ferrari last race, and now he's doing his first Grand Prix of the season here in Ferrari. His teammate's still not there. Teammate supposed to be the full-time driver in Ferrari. Sky Dubai is there for a second race in the road to replace T-Bone. But Adrian the Spanish driver first. Race of the season for him. And we know what he can do. He started last season. He has very good pace. He can shout for championship. Missing already a race. Not the best for if he wants to win it. Wins it all, but we know what he can do, and I think we'll see a good performance from him today. Obviously, in the Ferrari this season, it will be nice to see. After Kendrick quitting the Ferrari, maybe now you have the Ferrari. We'll see if he can manage to bring the Ferrari winning the title 2 seasons in a row. And now he's completing his first flying lap of the season here to qualify at Kota. What can he do? It's gonna be a 133.62. That's behind Benzo. That proved that Benzo has a pretty good pace here. Already beating Adriani in his first flying a lap, and now he got the track. But nothing to worry about. It's only qualifying. So obviously 10 minutes left into qualifying a lap of Benzo. 33.1, and there you go. We saw it last race at Spa. It was very quick, and with the big livery on the American car. The Finnish driver lab taking pole, provisional pole. Not surprised at all from me. Like I said, already won the championship here at Star Cup. But Kendricks seems to have a bit stole the show since he's joined the Star Cup. But Lava is still there, still one of the best. And happy to see him take provisional pole here. There we go. Another one, James Ableto spinning at the end of last quarter. 41.3 for him. Another one on the lap. We have AZ the pits. DRS also reserving. Probably starting at the back. Obviously, DRS. We know him. I think if you follow a bit Star Cup, you know the Mastro. I'm not commentating Star Cup, or rarely if I do. So yeah, you know Mastro if you watch a bit of Star Cup. Another one, we can follow him in the Racing Bull. Yeah, his car will be on the lap here. We'll follow another one. He's coming at the end of his lap pretty soon. Negotiating the last quarters of this track. And Maestro taking the fastest lap. Like I said, I think he's going to qualify at some point in the session. If everything is correct. Anyways, another one. Coming at the end of his lap, racing in the Racing Bull. His teammate is 6. Can he rejoin him? Kendricks put a 33.3 while I was watching another one, and he gets to 7 with a 33.9. There you go for the Racing Bull. Kendricks, while I was talking about the Racing Bulls, getting to P3, pretty close to a lava, a little bit over 110. But yeah, clearly not finished for this qualifying session. Everything can happen still. We have the 4 drivers in the back. Dubsy, Sky Dubai, Clear Levi, and Jonah. Still with no lap time on out lap. We'll see if they can start a fire lap pretty soon to see if where they can. They're gonna be on the grid, you know. Dubsy Pretty good performance last race still. He helped his teammate. Really better result. With safety car, even if he, yeah, so incident from the Dubsy last race, pretty controversial incident. But yeah, you know, it's there. We're not gonna talk about it. We'll just skip. Ferrari Sky bike. There you go. On a lap. Steve is fifth. Adriame, the reserve again there, replacing his good friend T-Bone. We'll see what's going to be his pace today. Or tonight, obviously. DRS now for him. Well, we're seeing the first part of the tram war now. And he stopped the car, so I think it's going to be finished for him. I don't know what happened here. Maybe was this pre-lag or I don't know. Clearly finished for him. Dubsy starting. Leo back started already. Jonas also starting going uphill here. First corner. We'll follow Dubsy. I think he's I don't know where they are. I think Dubsy's in front of Leader Leebag. No, okay. Leader Leebag is we'll follow the Williams driver here, Leader Leebag. His teammate also accepted it. Didn't set a lap time yet. Sector 2. Now for Leader Leebag. Leader veteran now. We're seeing from each race. Always trying to deliver some good performance. Trying to be a consistent point scorer and a super guy also. So yeah. We'll see what we can do in this race. It's Kota. Now last corner for him and that Williams. Maybe waiting also, so that's not good. Another one left, so that's not good news. Really went on the line, gonna be a 35.3, 13 for M. Not if I can invite on the one, maybe yes, maybe no. Maybe someone else gonna try to do it now. I can try to do it. You know, in my friends. I don't know. I can try to say. There you go. I invite him on PlayStation. We'll see if he can rejoin. I don't know. Maybe he could already rejoin. We'll see. 32.6 for DRS. Okay, I think Teddy. Teddy fairly improved. 33.4 for M in Red Bull. We'll see if he can do like Max Verstappen. Anyway, in real life, XM. On a lap, also his teammate leader getting 14th place with a 33.3. W retired from the session. It seems to be an incident at the last corner. Interesting. We'll go back to XM. Finishing his lap pretty soon now. Left fast corner, last corner coming for him as he's going to go to the pits. Not finishing his final lap. 4 minutes 30 left. Got to put 2 tires before the end, obviously. Was not seeing the time. That was also on track. I think most people gonna pit and put new tires for the end because with 4 minutes left, want to have the barrier track. Like I said, the DRS disqualified. No surprise. I think we already saw last season DRS doing that. He won a race even if he started at the back, but he won races even if he started at the back last season. But still, really would be an advantage if he started on pole in this Star Cup, knowing that you have good pace in Mushroom Cup. Anyway, let's wait for everyone to go back on track. Billy, I think, on the lap. Yeah, he's improving by 2/10 roughly in the first sector. We'll see if he can improve it more in the other sectors. If he can concretize his performance here. Billy always being one of my favorite drivers in this in the league. I like him as a person, but I like almost everyone. Every driver is a person, even if I don't know them in real life. Clearly, just by a message and stuff, you know that they are good humans. Yeah, people and good racers, racing my work. I'm commentating, so people are very nice. Here, Good environment. Anyway, Billy finishing his lap. His teammate just behind another 1-7. He is in 6. This would be a good result for Racing Bull, but they can get even better, I think. I think they want to get better, and on the line is going to be our 32.9. Going to be fastest lap for Billy. There you go. The Racing Bull getting the fastest lap of the session, baby. Magnifique. Super, comme je dirais en français. Incroyable. Sensational. Men's on the lap also the Aston Martin now. Leader retired. Not going to be more than 11 for Emmy. Got 34.7. Well, I was watching Billy getting provisional pole. And I was watching the sleeper, Clip Menzo, in the Aston Martin. We'll see his lap time in a couple of seconds. Last corner carry for him in that Green Bull car. They're going to be 33.0 and P2 for him. 4/10 of an improvement here. Getting very close to Billy, but not enough. Adriani in the S's section in that Ferrari. Getting purple sector 1 apparently. 1/10 and almost an half improving from the Spanish driver. Can he get that provisional pole? We know he have the pace for sure. But he's still 6/10 behind and only 1/10 improving in the first sector. We never know, maybe a miracle for that. Maybe improving even more in the other sector. Maybe he's more comfortable in the other section of the track. We'll follow him closely. He's coming in the end of sector 2. We'll see how much he's improving. Now, 3/10 and a half. 3/10 and a half is improving in the Ferrari. There you go. Not bad, but you have to improve it more in the sector 3 if he wants to get that provisional pole. Gonna be a hard task for him here. We never know. Last corner is coming for him. We'll try to follow other people after. It's not the best quarter here. Last quarter now for Ferrari. No more ERS to use. On the line is going to be a 33.4. 2/10 only of an improvement. P5 at max for him. Kendrick's going to lap here. He's invalidated. They're going to help Jonah getting a lap done rather than getting more and then P4 here. Teddy on the out lap still. I don't think he's going to have time to get a lap done. No. Another one in the pit still. No more lap time for him. The car invalidated. That was his lap time. He's improving by a lot in the first sector. 4/10 and a half. That's pretty good for Dubsy. 0-0 on the time now. His man's still doing another lap. Maybe starting now. I think Enzo's gonna be able to do another lap. We'll try to follow other drivers before that. That is gonna be at the end of his lap. We have also to Mercedes Jonah. Jonah is gonna be P4 for Jonah in front of Kendrick. Kendrick's help his teammate getting in front of him. That's teamwork. 4th place for Jonah. Kendrick's just behind him. And Johnny's finish. Unwanted finish. Dubsy 10. I finished his lap right now in the Haas. McLaren finished the lap. Nothing to see. Apparently, still Dubsy on the line is going to be a 33.3. Getting a P6 for Dubsy in the last seconds. And Jeremy validated here. And Wei Yang still on the lap. We'll follow him, but it's looking like Billy is on pole. We'll just see Menzo not improving on his second attempt here. Apparently. Pretty much hit, I think, for his qualifying session here. And Gwen can still improve maybe, or he's going to be off track, but still unvalidated. It's going to be a 35.1, going to get to 16. That's going to be all for this qualifying session with Billy. Getting not provisional pole, but pole here in Texas. Mamma mia! Can't believe it. Man, that's incredible. Billy getting a pole position. Less than 1/10 the gap with Menzo in second. Lava Mato, 3rd position for him. Not to Mercedes, Jonah and Kendricks, 4th and 5th. The teammate of Lava, Dubsy, P6. It has Adrian 7 in the Ferrari, first race of the season for him. Teddy 8 on the 1-9, Z-Car 10, Dobby 11, Trophy 12, Leader 13, XM, James, Edwig, TRP, Hideaway, AZOZ with no lap time and DRS starting in the back with the DSQ. There you go, we're all set. We have the 20 driver grid for this race, 28 laps around Kota. A sweet, beautiful track combining a lot of sections from different tracks around the world. Uphill section, S section. You know, they're taking parts from everywhere. So it's pretty funny. Anyway, wait now. It's looking to be pretty sunny here in Texas, in America. Not looking to have any rain coming on the track anytime soon. So we'll wait for the drivers, obviously, to get a strategy done. Tweak their setups if they need to. And obviously put a good amount of fuel in the car. Maybe establish a team strategy. We are seeing clearly the Mercedes playing the team game. Almost for the 2 Grand Prix. The LP started qualifying. Kendrick saving the toe to his Jonah. You may well see also Alp in the race. They're starting 4th and 5th, so I think they're gonna help each other getting the better results. That could be an advantage on the other team. Also, the 2 Hasses at the top, Lava and Dubsy. So it's 3 and 6, so they can help each other maybe. If they help each other because they're close on track. We have Billy a bit solo in the front with his teammate being 7, and Menzo 2nd. Sorry, just we have Billy. We'll see if he can really try move in the first quarters. We'll not have too much incident. Hope to not have like too much safety cars. And we'll be ready now. 3rd, 4th, and 5 red lights already. No formation lap. And we are racing here in Kota, in Texas. There you go. Ben's already side by side. Ben's a pretty good start from him. And Benzo gonna take the lead maybe around the inside, but Billy keep it around the outside and kept the lead. Good for that, but Billy, good start for him. Benzo, Jonah now in 3rd, Lava 4th. Henry's 5th, W 6th. We'll put the tires on. There you go, there you go, there you go. Everyone on medium except Mastro, Leebag, and Kendricks on Art and TRP on softs. There you go for your tires. Okay. 2 Asses, 2 Mercedes. That job, we gonna try to move on Dubsy here around the inside, maybe. Stay behind. Battles going on. But yeah, we're still there. Billy leading. One that's really escaped from each other. Still a big group. All together. The one has lost DRS. Even if it's not activated yet. They're all in the trade. Going to first quarter now with Billy again. The position, we can see the position change after 1 lap. There you go, you can see the biggest winners and losers of this start. There you go, Alexander. Put the tires on back, put the tires back on the screen. There you go. Jonah trying to follow the pace of Benzo and Billy in front, looking to be a bit complicated for the Mercedes. Trying to stay in the DRS zone of the 2 drivers in front. And the easiest at the moment for the American driver. 4th, 5th for the Ass. Kendricks now in 6th. Stubbsy make the move on Kendricks, the Canadian driver, exchanging position here. Better behind, trying maybe to make a move also Kendricks is just behind. Very close. Now people on DRS and Benzo going very close to Billy. Billy with no DRS and Benzo take the lead here around the inside. Pretty easy move from the Aston Martin. I think we're gonna see, like I said, in qualifying, it's gonna be the place where we see most overtakes here in Dakota, and almost one of the only places we can overtake. So maybe in turn 1 also we can try something. But clearly, we'll see a bunch of overtakes here tonight in Dakota. Jonah with that overtake clearly come back to the top 2, and clearly not any groups are being created from this start here. Everyone is still packed up together. It's a big train after now 2 laps of racing. We're starting lap 3, and Dubsy is taking the fastest lap with a 36.6 2-0. Little reminder for comparison that the pole was in 32.9. There you go, the score. Just for comparing the pace in qualifying and in the race from the drivers. Obviously, if you have any question from the race for me, for anything, you can ask in the chat. If you have any comments on the race, your opinion, anything you want to see on screen, penalties, I don't know. Feel free to say it. The car 3 second, I think we're gonna see a bunch of 3 seconds also today. If we think it's one of the tracks where it's easy for the drivers to get some track limits, though you knowing we are like severe track limits. For what is it? I don't know what's this exactly in English, but Billy gonna try moving around the outside of Menzo. And Billy taking the move pretty easily. Then we're gonna have a ping pong match, and that's like this. Again, ping pong game. Here. With Dirty gonna be pretty difficult for drivers to be behind. Maybe they're using this, that's gonna be not so good for the tires. Stay always behind the car of their tier because everyone's still packed up 14-1, and we're at 14 to the first driver. Everyone has DRS, so for the moment it's really everyone together, everyone in the group, everyone helping each other. Even 15-1 now. We're not the best for maybe the car and the tires now. Benzo can try again into turn 1 uphill. Push back in for Billy, Really staying behind, being patient. It's the leader. It's early still in this race. Lap 4 only starting, and Benzo taking the lead back on Billy. And Lava and Dubsy's pushing position. And back to 4 here. Back to full Dubsy. Still have the base livery of the ass. Lava has the big livery, and Jonah getting a chicken penalty. And Teddy doing the same thing. Again, I think it's a bit repetitive, but Jonah almost every race now was not like too much in this game. It wasn't much in his. It wasn't a driver that had so much penalties before when I saw him race. I saw a race with him in Group 2. Saw him race in Group 3. I saw also, and not always. I didn't take as much penalties as here, but I don't know. Maybe for 25 is different. I think it's been different. Sometimes there are bugs, and like for 24 for penalties. So we know that could make the difference. We already started the previous race for him. I don't know. Maybe he's more aggressive. Possible. Anyway, just something I'm seeing. That could be different factors that cause it. The game, the driving style changing. Lot of things. Billy getting the lead again after another move into that big DRS zone, second DRS zone of the track. Now the DRS zone, maybe trying to come back here into turn 1. I think he stayed behind Billy a bit too far in front. For Menzo to try a big lunge. Stuck to yellow, it's a Sky New bike. But no safety car, nothing, and we're still clean after lap 5. No safety car, no red flag, nobody in the wall. That's good news. WC 3 second time penalty. Multiple warnings. First penalty for the ass. There you go. Menzo 1/10 behind Billy. They're very big close to each other. Almost all the lap long and every lap. Now Menzo with DRS on Billy's very close. I think it's gonna be an easy way through. Yeah. There you go. Stay side of this on the edge, but yeah, Red Bull powertrain, slash on the Aston Martin next game, and we forward on the on the Racing Bull and the Red Bull, so it'll be interesting next season with the different engines. But yeah, Menzo taking the lead back on the Racing Bull. There you go, Menzo back to the lead. Very, like I said, they're exchanging positioning almost every lap, sometimes 2 times a lap. It'll be a long time, and everyone is still packed up almost. Now it's 12-1, losing a bit every lap. Some drivers are losing the pace on the other front, but still, lots of drivers are still together. A trophy that W against second penalty. The Dubsy already lap 6, going to the pit. Very surprising, I think, from the Canadian driver, the American car. I don't know, new orange, maybe 2-stop strategy. I didn't talk about too much about strategy in this stream for the moment. I don't know too much strategy in the game for Kota. Real life was an easy 1-stop. Even soft medium was working, but in the game clearly not seemed like, because 50% of race looking to be a 2-stop, because clearly WD not doing 22 laps with the hearts. Steady is second already in this race. Not the best. Bit wide here from Billy, but can still try to move on. Menzo, we have also Lava, just behind Kendrick, Sanjay also down there, but Kendrick very close to Lava. Okay, try to move here around the inside. Billy gonna try to move around the outside in front also. Billy's gonna make the move on Menzo. Kendrick's gonna make the move on the Lava around the inside, still side by side. The RGS medium was gonna stay in front. And Kendrick's in front. They know they're still side by side. Good battle between the mistakes and the ass. Oh, and it's still side by side. All the way through the corner. I think Kendrick's in the front. Lava on the inside, maybe to no. Now Kendrick's in front now. Good move by Kendrick. Was a very fair play. Everyone leaving space to each other. Beautiful. That was beautiful. Magnifico. And now the two mistakes are back together. They try to help each other. Getting the top 2. That Benzo gonna go around the inside of the uphill for the move again. He's taking the lead. Billy with the switchback, baby. Side by side through the SS section. And Billy go through around the outside. Taking the lead back on his rival Benzo. There you go. Very interesting race. We're already at the lap 7 out of 38, so doing pretty well at the moment. And now clearly battling still. Menzo going around the inside here. Menzo around the inside. They're still side by side around the outside. Billy trying to stick it, but still side by side now through the big straight line. And Menzo gonna have DRS, and also Jonah now in the fight. Maybe can try to move. Menzo gonna go for it. Jonah gonna stay behind. Menzo around the inside. Billy they're not gonna stick it around the outside, but Jonah gonna try to get the move build down on Billy around the inside. Can Jonah try to make the move down? They're gonna go a bit deep here, where they're still side by side. Now Jonah have the inside. He's gonna be good for him. Billy can stick it around the outside. Yes, he can. He's still there, side by side. Mercedes and the Racing Bull. Oh, and still side by side now. I think Jonah gonna have the advantage here. But no, Billy gonna close the door around the outside and keep the second position. If that was like, if there was a longer battle, but maybe cost them to try to fight with Benzo. But Billy already come back to 5 tenths gap with the Aston Martin, so it was a good time to stop the fight, because that could cost them to have the leader at not too far, you know. And now leader pretty much still a big trade. TRPND back with a penalty with Fading and Jonah. 6-second. Jonah also did a mistake here, or had a contact. I don't know, but he's down to P9. No, pretty bad there. Yeah, 3-second plus down to P9. Bad strike of events for Jonah. He was fighting now for P2, almost P1, and now back to P9. And now the gap created between 9 and 8. Well, now only top 8 have DRS on each other. Jonah separating the two groups. Another one will go on Dobby here. Another one taking P6. right there. And Jonah also getting a position down on the trophy and him is side by side, contact here, clearing the Mercedes. Jonah gonna see front trophy, got a girl full of lunch again. They're still side by side, contact with Jonah and the trophy again. And Jonah gonna be in front of the trophy again, contact with the Red Bull Teddy in front. But Teddy follow Jonah at the end. And yeah. Menzo trying to escape 1 second now. Does Billy have the DRS? I think he have, yes. But still almost lost the DRS on the Aston Martin. Kendrick's following well with his R tire. I think maybe R's trying to take the ascendant on the mediums, maybe trying to starting to be faster than the yellow compound tires. Let's get lap 9 out of 28, and so that is some good racing here in Kota. The top guys, top guns. Really easy. The 8 starting at the back, so that's very nice. W7 still, W5, 101.6. That was already pitting. So TRP we saw a bit, I'm just going away, safety stubs, so yeah. 16 and the up are not pitted yet, and the lead back also not pitted yet. If I'm good, if I don't say bullshit. Clearly now Menzo is trying to escaping from Billy almost. They trying to come back sometime, 6-10 down the gap, but it was like 1.2 to like 2 seconds ago. And it's very fluctuating, but it's not like they're not as close as the beginning of the race. Clearly the battle with Jonah cost a bit of time for Billy, sadly for him. But still not too far. 1.1. So it's gonna be complicated because with Kendrick's pressure behind it, now we've done something happened. Jonah and Teddy. Jonah down to P13, but Teddy down also to P14. Maybe he had a contact to the 2. Don't see any damage, but they're down again. Okay, that's not very good. Especially for Jonah. Kendrick's getting the move on Billy here. There you go. Billy 2 seconds. And Lava going to move on Billy also around the inside of third one. Lava getting P3 also. Billy losing 2 position into 1 corner. Billy down to P4. For the best. And it's Zicario in the pits back. At the back. New arts for him. There you go. Arts for the Sauber. Back on track. Perfect stuff from the green team. There you go. From the Sauber team. And now Kendrick and Menzo are escaping from the rest of the pack. The Lava 1.8 now behind. Really trying to follow. Trophy getting a 2-second penalty. It's not his first one clearly of the race here. It seems. Oh yeah. Total trade from 8 to a 4th to 3 now. Sector 2 yellow is a Sauber. This is James Hamlet, I think. And now we go back. No safety car still. And Kendrick's now leading from Menzo. Winner of last race now leading at this second race of the season here. Kendrick's taking the lead over Menzo. Clearly the R's are starting to get better than the mediums. And it seems to work for the Canadian driver in that German car. That's yeah. Very nice. We'll get this again. We'll see if Benzo can keep up the pace with the reigning champion here. Billy with a 3-second penalty after losing 2 positions in 1 corner. 3 seconds for him, and Billy and Anjami's battling with no. Billy gonna go to the pits, and Billy gonna follow the racing goal here. 2 drivers are in the pits. We'll see what tires are gonna put on. I would expect R tires, obviously. Gonna be Arns for the LP team. It's gonna be the Arns for the Racing Bull team, and Trophy also in the pits. In McLaren, it's gonna be Arns for him also. But yeah, pretty much everyone's putting Arns in the car, and we have the Steven Tweetham W for pitting. Double stack for the French team here, but pretty big gap between the two, so it's gonna be nothing to worry about. There you go, new Arns, and going back on track. James Allen also in the pits for new Arns. There you go. Also don't piss up for the Sauber team, I think. Or I think it was the last lap. Anyway, as the car pitted. That's pretty much it for the pit stop job, and now 1.5 the gap, 1.6 the gap between Menzo and Kendricks. Menzo not able to keep up the pace with the Canadian driver. Another one Making the move on Adriano on the Tour Battley here, Ferrari in the Air Racing Bull for the 4th place professionally. But some people in front of them have pitted. And that's why they're maybe 4th, 5th now. They were still not so far from these drivers in front of them in terms of position. Anyway, AZ now in P6, DRS back up to P7 with the RDs did the same strategy as Kendrick, starting with the R tires. Looking to not be pretty good at the moment, so we have no safety car. And Menzo in the pits, there you go. Lava gonna stay out. Menzo 10 second, no, Menzo. 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, Menzo. No. That's so not right, Mikey. 10 seconds for Menzo. It was having a good race, podium in the horizon, even well before Kendrick's got in the show. Even the wheel was on the table before Kendrick's appeared in the mirrors. But now 10 seconds for him. That's this stats, yeah. You know, devastating for him for sure. Gonna now go out into 15, except 14. We'll open for 50 or 60 or something for him because 10 seconds and stuff. It'll be hard to serve. Okay, lost a lot of position in terms of the end of the race. Another one that's catch back on Lava. The Racing Bull looking to be on fire. But his teammate Billy already have pitted, and then his teammate also started to lose some pace. Maybe here another one try to make moves on the rivals of his teammate and his rivals also. Two drivers trying to battle for that championship already. Obviously the WCC and WDC. But yeah, we'll see. John not looking to be able to keep the pace, but the other one is still there. But Lava anyway gonna pit. Another one gonna follow, and Andrew we're gonna stay out another lap at least. I think they're gonna follow also in the pits and trophy with the second penalty again. But no 10 seconds for rating of Lava, another one, or AZOZ. Lava, new art stars on. AZ also. And 70 for another one here. All on the same tires. WZ in the front now with the undercut working superbly well for the Haas and Benzo in front, only with one lap over undercut, but still was obviously already in front even with no undercut. Billy at 6, W at 7, in front of Lava another one. AZ now in 10 with that. And also Teddy in the pits here, brings it down to be at 15 for the Red Bull. Even 16. So yeah, Teddy with the second again. Yeah, no. Another one is left now again. Another one left again. I don't know what happened. I think he has already an invite to get join back. So I think we play good. Doing with the 2-second penalty. I'll just see like the Taylor this gold. Anyways, we good. Now jumping Kendrick with no pit stop, DRS also no pit stop, and Leader also in the back no pit stop for him. 3 drivers that have not pitted yet, or 4 drivers that have not pitted yet. Leader, Ajami, DRS, Kendricks. So theoretically, Ajami in the pits. There you go. The last medium runner that's not pitted. Virtually with the 2% in front, Dubs gonna be first, but so you have hold their tires and the others, you're gonna have to pit again for sure. Maybe the others are not gonna pit. Clearly, Avdram is not gonna pit again. Pitting now, I think it's obvious. So medium art for everyone was very possible here. But some, I don't know. I think most people are gonna try to finish the race on art, but putting at lap 10 is a bit early compared to putting at lap 14. We'll see. It's down to B10 now. And Dubsy now up to day 3. James Ablett with the 3-second penalty. There you go. And we're officially halfway through the race. Good job. Well done, everyone. Well done. Halfway through the race. You survived my voice for 14 laps. Good job. Anyway, Lava now in the Billy battling. We also Dubby just not too far in front. Lava the only in the tree, so you have no penalties yet in this race. And Lava guys in front now in fifth. Dubby gonna try to fall maybe. Lava Dubby lost 2 position here. Dubby losing the 2 position on Billy and Lava, down to 7 for the Alpine. And Lava up to P5. Yeah, fresher tires. I think you have better pace. Billy trying to go around the outside. You're gonna be a bit risky. Try this. And be calm, be patient. Yeah. And Johnny taking a move on another one. Another one don't seem to come back. We'll try to get him an invite. I don't know how did already before, but we can try again. You know, boom, boom, boom. There you go. Invite again for the Racing Bull driver. He's going to be able to rejoin anytime soon. We hope for him, honestly. And we hope for the Racing Bull team. We can have the driver back on track and not the ghost. And talking about the Racing Bull team, Billy, the pole setter, getting a 2-second penalty again. Can do another penalty, why not? There you go, you can see the penalties of all the drivers 3, 10, 6, 6, 3, 9, 9, 12, 10, 3. That's a good resume. A good summary of the penalties. There you go. There you go. Now with the pit stop, clearly the gap has gone up. No more big trade like at the beginning of the race. You're only back at your chicken penalty. Still no pit stop for him. The arch runner going pretty deep, pretty far into the race, and W has some damage. I didn't see it. He has left hand plate. It's gone on the French car. In front of them, obviously, they have no damage. Live and Billy, so it was fairly easiest to pass for them. But still following not too pretty well. And AZ also behind, trying to catch back, and he's pretty much catching it. He's pretty much in the red zone now of Dobby in front. Also, Jeremy and another one not far behind, but another one not in the race still. And Jeremy, I think, maybe gonna be able to catch that train in front of AZ, Dobby, Billy, and Lava. And then in the next few laps, another one is joined back, so we'll see if he can take control of his car in the next few seconds / minutes. I think he has. Oh, no, not yet. We'll just wait. We'll follow all the things on track. Well, I think the big battle at the moment is pretty much Billy, Dobby, AZ, Lava, all pretty close of each other. Except that, we'll see Ramizi Karu and XM are pretty close to each other, but not battling for any points. And Dobby got 2-second penalty here. I think not his first one of the race for sure. If we saw it before, and maybe go back. Not yet. Well, now AZ is very much in the fight, and with the penalties, I think clearly have more momentum than Dobby. You're going for the DRS around the inside, middle of the track for the LP. I think it'll be easy pass for the McLaren. Yeah, there you go, around the inside, pretty easy. Up to P7 for the McLaren. Clean pass for a play for each driver, letting space for each other. Here you go, Billy and Lava still battling. Billy trying to be a bit aggressive on the Finnish driver. Want to take his place back after losing position after starting a pole. He's lost of ground and position and want to make it back. Lap 17 now. DRS finally decided to pit, but Kendrick stays out. Maybe gonna wait for a safety car to have a bigger lead. We'll see what 2 meetings for DRS gonna go to get easily. Bill flag is gonna be the Ferrari. Oh, not Adriami, but Sky Wake. When he's back on track, nothing really don't seem to have any damage. At least in the front wing, maybe other parts of the car we cannot see physically or damage, but I don't see anything really. Benzo's Cadrax on Dubsy now. Obviously, the Benzo's clearly better tire, and I think overall better pace than Dubsy in Kota. See if we rely on qualifying pace, Benzo had a better pace than Dubsy. But literally 11 laps all R's compared to 5 laps all R's. They that Alpine comes here. Maybe trying to defend on the Benzo, and Benzo a little bit too far trying to move. Hazy gonna make a move on Billy, and Hazy up to P5. I have a P4. But clearly Hazy again, looking like he's gonna put a incredible performance here in Kota after trying to get it back. It's almost every time like this, but it's always a pleasure to see it. Benzo is very close to Dubsy. Gonna want to make the move as soon as possible. Clearly, the Dubsy is slowing him down, and we don't want any contact. Gonna wait here for sure. We're gonna wait for DRS. He's gonna pass him after it. There you go. DRS gonna be activated. ERS gonna be used by the Aston Martin. Gonna try around the inside of turn 1, and I think gonna be done and dusted. Yeah, there you go. Done and dusted for the Aston Martin. Easy move. With the fresher tires, with a better pace. And so up to P2. There you go. Down the train, 8-2-4. We have Kendrick still at 15 seconds on my boy Benzo. Even we can say 25 because Benzo has a 10-second penalty. And he's gonna have pitted. He's gonna pit this lap. We're gonna see what's gonna cross the line. Alright, if he pits, not gonna cross the line, but you know, we'll see the end of the lap. Belly losing time on AZ Lava now, a bit lonely, battling for P4. Pushing for this guy to bite the Ferrari. The blue flag for them. You have Dobby and Bailey pretty close with Agile, which is got 8 to 6 speed a group. Another one losing some ground. He's now back to B10. Mansher with 2 medium, gonna try to also make some ground. His speed line 2.8 behind Adriabi. Adriabi gonna make a move on Dobby. You're almost hitting Billy while overtaking Dobby, but still clean at the end. Not too much contact, and Adriabi up to P7 in front of Dobby. AZ 210 somewhere now 410 behind the ass. I think the Ferrari is going to make gonna help. Maybe Lava. I think the DRS one's gonna pass it before the DRS zone. Yeah, so I'm gonna be LP here. And Leo D-Bag is out. And full safety car or virtual safety car, but full yellow flag on the track. Can I see any indication of a safety car? Oh, someone is. I don't know. Where are the? Okay, full SC. It's full safety car. Full safety car. Billy in the pits. Dobby, DRS, not DRS, but Dobby, Billy in the pits. Adriami also in the pits. Everyone's gonna pit for sure. Now safety car on track. The gap or finish, everything, the strategy or finish. It's gonna L some people like Menzo and Dubs because Menzo gonna service 10-second penalty, putting new tires on. Kendrick's gonna be already Kendrick's being so fast, and now giving him this, like that's incredible stuff. Like that's very a bit of luck, but still, obviously, you know, shooting the good strategy and stuff, putting him in this place. But still, you cannot predict that it's gonna be a safety car at lap 19 against Sarah Art and put it now, you know. But still, pretty much incredible. It's gonna things that pit's gonna be first still. So yeah, Ben's also pretty slow, obviously obligated by the game to go slow on the safety car. But the first one to have pitted is Billy, P8. After the top 7 don't have pitted yet because I think they passed the line before there was the full safety car, and Kendrick got pit here. If he's not pitting, I was like, I was putting my life in question. Why he's not pitting? Oh wait, Kendrick to the pit. There you go. Mercedes in the Mercedes. New medium for him. Oh, soft for Kendricks. We know he likes some picante strategy. And there you go. Softs for Kendricks. We're going to try to get that win, go to the end. I think. Taking some balls. Another new medium. Gonna be P2 in front of Menzo with a penalty. Even live, I think we're gonna be in front now. The new medium tires on. Menzo finish at pit stop. There you go. New medium for him. Lava's in front, even AZ is in front of him now. New Arsenal in for Lava and AZ. They did not have new medium, maybe, possibly. Have also Billy with 6 now, Drew with 7, and DRS with new arts. Another one with new arts, except with new arts. So everyone now has been in for new tires. And the only one with the soft tires is the leader, Kendricks. Only one to take a bet and a risk is the leader. Only place where I see that. The leader taking the risk, you know. Is yeah. And obviously now with that his second, even if with his penalty of like 6 or 3, yeah, 3 only, so that's not that bad with the number of laps. With the number of laps is gonna be remaining when we're gonna restart. But yeah, we'll see. The soft's gonna stay in good shape. I think maybe we're gonna have like 6-7 laps of racing. Come par. What a coincidence! I'm saying 6. I don't know. I don't want to go in that. But yeah, we'll have like 5-6 laps of racing. Happy now. Anyway. We'll wait for everyone to back up. We're still waiting on cars at the back. Yeah. I don't know if you've seen, Blue Jays are in World Series. I'm Canadian, so very happy. But maybe not happy because we're supporting Mariners. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see in the World Series, but obviously Dodgers are gonna be a big client for the Blue Jays. When the safety car is out, I'm talking a bit about everything. I'm also watching Hockey because I'm Canadian, obviously. I'm watching Hockey, NHL. No way. And yeah, I'm watching F1. Also, what a surprise. So yeah, pretty much it. We just want to say Blue Jays got into the World Series. Pretty happy about it. Canadians won yesterday also doing hockey. HL's the from Quebec. Supporting the one hockey, maybe you're supporting other teams, I don't know. Some people I think this obviously I'm talking about the Blue Jays, so maybe people are supporting the Maple Leafs. Anyways. Yeah, and also the NHL is playing almost every day. We have some hockey games, so obviously you can watch this. It's not like F1 that is like once a week, you know. It's every day you have at least one game of hockey on screen. Almost impossible to watch on screen. Baseball now obviously is gonna be on Friday. Friday is gonna start the World Series. We have NFL also. I'm not watching too much NFL, but you know, I know there's a big fan of playing with NFL, so if you're watching this, sure. And this weekend we have another F1 Grand Prix. And I don't remember, I think it's Mexico this weekend, if I'm right. I think it's Mexico in the real F1 this weekend, so we'll see how it's gonna go, and we'll see if Verstappen can try to win that championship, or SPA or Piastri or Norris. We'll see. But it's pretty hype about Verstappen coming back, even if I'm a Ferrari fan. Want to see the most action possible, but now it's time for the restart. Kendricks, Dubsy, Lava, AZ, Benzo, Billy, Adriami, TRS, W, Sicario, top 10 for this restart. We're gonna have a 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So 7 laps to go in this race, and Kendricks having a superb restart. And now the Aston gonna be maybe a bit blocked by the Ferrari in front of the blue flag, but Dubsy gonna eliminate it pretty quickly, even if they're two in the same family, Ferrari engine. They have to pass them. And already Kendricks with a spurt restart and the soft side already 1.2 seconds in front of Dubsy, 1.1 billion, and a chicken penalty again. Not very good for him. Trophy with 2 seconds also in McLaren. And so now down to 7, and contact with Adriami. Adriami sideways. Was another bad contact. I know it was at fault. I would have to rewatch it, but Menzo and Ajami getting the contact. I don't think there was any space for Menzo to go, and that caused Ajami to spun out. And Ajami down to 15 with that number of laps to go. We'll see if he can come back and try to finish in the points, but clearly that's going to be battling for winning the podium today. Ablet with the strict penalty again. And Dubsy is trying to follow Kendricks and Lava already losing grounds, which is R2.4 in the back. Dubsy with the medium, maybe. Maybe the medium is going to be better than stuff at the end of the race that can help Dubsy trying to get that win here. But Dubsy will win the safety car. They're one of the only drivers to do like a two-stop races. A two-stop race here with that safety car, so we'll see. With safety car clearly benefit the two drivers in front, Dubsy and Kendricks. And Dubsy getting fastest lap here. He's having a pretty good pace. This is interesting. Behind with a group from Manzo to Lava. Manzo very close to Billy. He can try to move around the inside. Yes, he can. Easy move from the Aston Martin. They're battling all race in the beginning for the lead. Also a bit of damage for the Aston Martin. Right hand plate is gone. Maybe with a contact with Adrian. He lost his right hand plate. I don't know where else he could have lost it. Yeah, we're coming very close to the end of the race now. Very close to the end of the race. W with a sugar penalty. Other of the penalties here. You can see it 3, 9, 12, 3, 9, 9, 3, 9, 12, 3, 9, 9, 10, 21, 6. Here we go. Now WZ have DRS now on lap 33, but it's going to be a bit too far. At 4.5 lap now between him and the top two and Lava clearly not able to keep the pace, and as he's gonna go for the move and extreme wide here, Menzo between them. Teddy with second behind, we have Zakar and Teddy having some contact, and AZ now in front of P3, Menzo and him is side by side. Here, Tommy and Billy fighting also side by side. Tommy with a bit of damage, Billy in front now. Also Lava following Lava in lots of position. Now down to 6, Billy 5th, Benzo 4, the Hazy 3 in 3rd. Big battling, some contacts happening. Trophy 10 seconds. Too much penalties for Trophy, and now we have Lava losing position again. W and Billy being in front of him. Now we have some metals in front, but I don't see it. It's Lava again, gonna try to move on W. Gonna take 6th position back, or side by side. Going through the S's. 24 out of 28, and Lava gonna stay in front. Manzo forward, Manzo for AZ3, Lava 3 second, Trophy retired after all these penalties. To Lava with the 3 second and then the safety car. And with that with Trophy with safety car again. We had no safety car all race throughout the race, and now at the end, 2 safety cars in a row. So yeah, with 4 laps to go, 5 laps to go. We'll see if people are gonna bet, but we'll have like 2 or maybe 1 lap of racing in the end. So yeah, we'll wait for that now. It's gonna be too long for people to pack up if they don't bet. Depend on the decision of the drivers. But yeah, second safety car in a row. Less than 1 lap. We didn't have a lap of racing, so. And Billy getting our trash. Billy director spinning under the safety car. That's not allowed. Can't reach the pace. I think Dubsy gonna do. Yeah. Dubsy playing the intelligent game. Kendricks is spinning, so he's staying out. Dubsy taking the risk of staying out, baby. That's what we want to see from Dubsy. Let's go. Let's go. We want some risk. We want some bold move. Billy, stay out. Benzo, stay out. Lava, stay out. Teddy, stay out. Sicario, stay out. There you go. And Kendrick's now down to 7. I don't think that was a good idea to pit. Well, leading with a number of laps remaining instead of softs. Still softs were not like gonna be the best at the end of the race, but now see, I have 6 cars to pass to come back to the win. It's gonna be with fresh shocks, it's gonna be complicated in the number of laps gonna be remaining. We're gonna have like, I wonder if we're gonna restart this lap, maybe yes, but still have gonna be only 3 or 2 laps of racing here in Kota. I'm a bit worried about people like Hendricks, AZ, DRS, and another one, Dobby, and fitted now for new softs. But we'll see. Sorry if sometimes the sound maybe not as loud. Sometimes I'm like not as close as the mic as Anyway, sometimes I'm close to the mic, sometimes I'm like a bit too far from the mic. But the sound sometimes is not the best, I don't know. The intensity of the sound is changing a lot. Well, not restart this lap if I understand well. 3 non left, so yeah, we're gonna have 2 laps of racing. Lap 27 and lap 28 of racing only, so it's gonna be complicated for Kendricks to get back to that top spot. And at the moment, it's gonna be Menzo getting the win with no penalties. We'll see when they pick some dubs at the beginning. Menzo with no penalties. We'll see if he have maybe a penalty for incident with Andrew. I don't know. So later on, and Jonah 10-second. What happened with Jonah? 10-second in your ring yellow flag. 10-second in your ring yellow flag. Did the game bug or something? I don't know. He's gonna pit new softs. 10 seconds serving for Mercedes. Don't know what happened, but yeah. Again, another 10 seconds that's gonna cost him. Jonah was looking to have a good performances. Mercedes overall looking to have a good performances in the beginning. Jonah was there. He was fighting for podiums, and now I have an incident, and now some penalties, and now he's 17. Not the best for him. What's the position change before the end of this race? At the end of the start of this race, there you go. Position change. You can see it there. The biggest losers and winners of this recent Kota for the moment. And we remember that you have a DT for melee. Do not serve. After you have 3 for Dubsy, 3 for Lava, 12, Teddy, 3 Sicario, 12 Dobby, 10 Nguyen, 16 James Tablet, 9 Jonah. Yeah, big penalties there. We'll see. Thinking him with Jonah not to rejoin him. We're gonna restart this lap because we gotta restart for only 1 lap. I think we have to restart for at least 2 laps. It's in the code of the game. You can't change it. It's like that. It's written in the code, like automatis from the I think so. Yeah, safety car in this lap, and this time it's gonna be Dubsy leading the way and leading that restart. We're gonna win today. We'll see. There you go. Kendricks have a advantage. Have no penalties. Agile with no penalties. AZ with no penalties. DRS with no penalties. Another one no penalties. TRP with no penalties, but you have no fresh tire. We'll see. I was gonna end up with 2 laps of racing to go. No more safety car, no more nothing. It's gonna be pure pace here in Kota. When is he gonna go full speed? Dubsy, the Canadian driver in the Steven Sport. Starting at 6th. Held by the safety car. Now in first position. And he's getting back on the throttle. And we are racing again here in Texas. Superb restart by the ass here. Superb restart. 2 laps to go. Can't even take his lead. He has a second penalty, but still. And Billy sending it on Menzo already. And Menzo staying in front of the Racing Bull. Billy said not service drive-through. We'll see if he can serve it in this lap or next lap. We'll see what's going to decide. I don't know if he can. I know you have until when to serve it. But Menzo already losing DRS on Dubsy at 1.1, 1.2. Can Dubsy create a second gap for the end of the race? We'll see. Can he fly? Can he do it? 1.4. It's really getting up. Dubsy looking to have an incredible pace in this early stage of this restart. We're not gonna have a lot of time to try to make that gap works. To create the gap. 1.5 now. The gap, 1.6 is key. It's going up consistently. And Billy maybe if he attack Vento. Billy around the inside. Oh, the contact. It's gonna be lost. That's gonna be lost time for him. And Teddy Lava contact. Kendrick's in front now. What happened here? Teddy Lava contact. They lost some time here. AZ up to 7 now with this new soft. So you have the right end plate gone. For McLaren. Kendrick's up to 4 now. Trying to pass on Kendrick's. On Billy. Lava and Teddy still battling. Just behind Teddy. Trying to take benefits from this battle. And big contact Teddy and Lava. Almost Lava going to the wall here. Billy to the pits. Serving his drive-through. Kendrick's out in front. With the DRS on Benzo and the softs. Maybe Kendricks can go get that win. AZ gonna go all Lava on the side of turn 1. AZ is now in P5. He has 30 in front to go get in the P3. Kendricks, can he try to move on Benzo? It's the battle for the win now. If Kendricks don't pass Benzo, maybe Dubsy can escape and try to get that win. 2.4 now the gap. 2.3 still. Getting down and up. With the last lap now, Dobby with second, 2.6. The gap between Benzo and Dubsy, 2.7. The second, at the exit of the pits. 2.7. We'll see, 2.6, 2.5. It's getting down. They have DRS behind, at least Kendricks have DRS. Yellow flag at the back. I right 2 second. 2.4 the gap. Dubsy in front. Kendricks, Benzo, AZ go to 4th. Benzo and Kendricks still side by side. Can Dubsy benefit from that? Kendricks is up to P2 now. Benzo with a 2-second penalty. Okay. That's changing all. Benzo with the 2-second in the last lap. Benzo with the 3-second penalty in the last lap. Scored 3 seconds, but I think it's going to be a win for Kendricks. With a penalty of Dubsy. Except if he lost too much time. 2.7, 2.6. It's going to be a win. Dubsy on the line. He's going to win it on track at least. Dubsy winning on track. But Kendrick is going to take his second win in a row. Oh no, he's going to take it. He lost some time in the last corner. And he's coming to P2 with 15,000 seconds. Can't believe it. Dubsy's getting the win by 15,000 seconds with a penalty. And Dubsy is your winner here. Oh my gosh. 15,000 seconds. Kendricks lost a lot of time in the last corner. 15,000 seconds. 15. Can't believe it. Dubsy on the top of the podium. It's a one-2 for the Canadian. And AZ from the back. Getting a podium with McLaren here. But Mashallah. Mamma mia. Dubsy getting his first win of the season. I have no words there. Dubsy. I know him well. I'm go straight out of the start. There you go. There you go. That's a win by 15,000 seconds with the penalty on Kendricks, the reigning champion. Oh my god! Oh my god! AZ third, podium 19-3. What can I say? AZ is impressive. Jeremy Menzo by DRS, another one, Lava 8-ish. Dakota Teddy, TRP, okay. I show all the drivers and all the sending very quickly. And didn't have time to go through all because the chrono was going pretty fast. But anyways, that's the end of this race here, round 2 of the Star Cup. Incredible win by Dubsy here. On the live 15. I said 15,000 of a seconds on Kendrick's sensational work. And GG's to all drivers. Thank you, everyone, to be here with me on this stream for this incredible race here at COTA. Hope you had a great time, and I hope you have a good evening. see you next week for the round 3 of Star Cup. It's gonna be this time at. It's gonna be in Mexico, like in real life. Two rounds following the races that are in real life. So really, a big thank you everyone to have been here today. Thanks to all the admins that organized the race. Thanks to the hosts. Thanks to the drivers. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Have a good evening and ciao, bye. See you next week.